Hey there, beautiful people. So we are back. Holy moly. I was just, my brain is like, how long has it been? I think it's been a month since we streamed. So we are playing Raritan High School, the Rockets, today. This is their first year in Championship Esports. And so, we'll see how they do. We've never faced them before. We know nothing about this team. So we'll get to it. But we are in the process of getting set up. OVR is out today. We have our sub Nick coming in, and so I'm gonna mute this for a second, and then I'll get back to you once we're ready to go. So while we are getting set up, logged in, let me give you a rundown of the past couple of weeks. So things have been all kinds of crazy around here. Things have not gone smoothly at all since coming back from break. Obviously, we were supposed to have a match right before Christmas break, and then we had technical difficulties, and the other team was having technical difficulties, so we postponed that match to the week after break, and then we come back from break, and of course, what happens? But we end up with technical difficulties. But the problem was, you only have a certain type of technical difficulties that are allowed. So we ended up in the situation where two of our computers over the break did not automatically update their settings for the network card. And so their network was down. Computers perfectly functioned, said we were attached to the network, refused to connect to BattleNet, which was just a big pain in the butt. So for that match, Ham Polo ran home, literally like jumped in his car and raced home the 5 minutes, got online. He's on a voice chat. Our other computer, Papillon, she's not up and running. She has to use the streaming computer, but it doesn't have Bluetooth. So her joystick, she's a controller player, so it wasn't connecting properly. She had to use a backup controller. We're like, I'm playing middleman between the team, yelling stuff from Juliana to the team and the team to Juliana and back and forth. It was a nightmare. And needless to say, we did not play our best, but that's what happens sometimes when you are in those kinds of situations. I didn't know the technical difficulties until the last second. We were able to try and troubleshoot, didn't want to postpone again, and so we ended up losing that match literally by inches. Like, it was just, I think the first round we lost literally 100 to 99%, and in the second round, I think we needed to keep them away for, I think it was literally 0.8 seconds. and we would have won round 2. We lost both of those. Those were tough matches. Team Manchester ended up being way tougher than we expected them to be. So obviously I didn't stream that game. And then this match was supposed to happen last week. This is our match against Raritan, but we had to postpone that one. Unfortunately, they are a new team. They don't have any subs. They had a family emergency for one of their players, and so they were going to have to forfeit. And anyone who knows that the one thing you don't want to do is forfeit. So I didn't want to put that on their record, so we said, okay, look, family emergency, absolutely perfectly legit, so let's make sure we postpone. So we postponed to today, which kind of glad we did, because last Thursday, we ended up getting snow into Friday. I was very nervous the whole time that it's going to start snowing. Knock on wood, it did not. But even better, this is the other thing. This is the other crazy thing about the universe, is not only thank goodness we postponed, but literally we had a practice instead. I told everybody we're cutting it off at 4:00. 3:55, they finished their last practice match, because I told them, look, 5 minutes. I want to wrap this up and get everything put away. 3:58, the fire alarm goes off in the school. So it was absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. So fire alarm goes off in the school. We end up having to evacuate the building. We had just enough time to get all the stuff turned off and unplugged, and oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was just a mess of it today. So anyway, so we're back. We're getting logged in, so I'm gonna stop my jammering on, and hopefully the team is almost ready to go, and then we'll get started. Okay, finally. Wow, that was a long time coming. A little bit of a miscommunication going back and forth with the coach. I accidentally typed that they were away when I meant to say we were away, and so they were waiting for us. We were waiting for them. So comedy of errors, but all good. Everyone is set up. Everyone is ready to go. Getting into our match as we speak. So, bunch of things happening at the same time. So, as I mentioned at the setup, our normal people are not all here. OVR got called into work, so he's not able to be here with us today. I have no idea what they're chatting about right now, so I got distracted by this side salad, French fries, tater tot conversation that's over here. So OVR is out. Normally we would bump up Butters, but Butters, being a man of many talents, also happens to be in the pit for the spring musical, which we are bringing the wedding singer to the stage of Middletown South. So unfortunately, he has practice today, and so we could not have Butters, so we had to go deep down into our subs, and luckily Pumpernickel is available to us, so he is jumping on for us. So a little bit of a moving around of parts. Nick is going to be playing the tank role. Ian is shifting over to DPS, and so we'll see how that goes. If we find that that's not working for us, then Ian will take more of a support role, and so we'll see how it goes. We'll play around with it a little bit. That's the nice thing about Overwatch is that, while there are defined roles, you have, the tank, the 2B DPS, you have your supports, you can play around within that. There's lots of characters that can play tank. There are lots of characters that can be support. And so you as a player have to be good at a variety of things. That was one of the conversations we had as a team last week was, Phoenix was playing Genji. The other team just kept countering Genji. Like every time he came out there, they had a counter to Genji. And so one thing that Phoenix has been playing hard this week is trying to take on different characters so that he doesn't just have Hanzo and Genji as his two to go-tos. So we'll see how this goes. We're jumping up. As the home team, you get to pick the stage, but as the away team, you get to pick attack or defend. So this is how it goes. We are the away, so we have chosen our role. So we are taking on the attack role. So we're sitting here with Nick a little Pumpernickel. So we'll see how he goes. Again, new player to the team. So like I always tell you, so tanks are responsible for coming out in front. They have 450 hit points as opposed to 200 like the other players do. So now it's a matter of, so South has captured the point. Wow, that was fast. So we have captured the point. Our numbers start to rack up. Raritan gets sent back to their spawn point, and so we are going to wait for them to get over here. Let's jump over to MHSS Superfan. Playing Brig. He's going to bush camp, apparently. Can't see squat. I don't know why he's sitting in a bush. That is not helpful. Like, that's great when you're starting. We played last year. We had Caleb Moody play, and he's a top 500 player, and he would do that. He would jump out, run out to a spot, and then bush camp into a spot that he knew people would cross by often, and then just step out behind them and take them out. So South already up to 42%. Already took out all of Raritan's team. So we're pressing a little bit. So one of the good things about this week is we're really trying to, we have 2 tough weeks coming up. Barnegat up on Thursday, Long Branch next week. And so we're taking this week as an opportunity, since Raritan is a new team, we're taking this opportunity to kind of expand our skills and play some characters that we're not used to playing. So MHSS Superfan here, jumping around, taking on characters, taking on players all over the place. He's got a 3-on-1 situation going on right now. Let's jump over to Ham Polo. So again, seeing Ham Polo taking on a different character than he normally plays. We'll see how it goes. But again, when you take out a whole team, you got to kind of have to now sit and wait for them to get back. Oh, wow. Blasted him. I don't know who that was who got that. Did you see that? Oh, Ham Polo tried to get in there, but that guy character got blasted. Oh, that's awful. I feel so bad for them. Shot right off the cliff. Sent to their doom down there. Holy moly. We'll jump over to Papillon. See what Juliana is playing. Again, everyone is required this week to play someone different. Wow. Okay, 100-0. Wow, that was a big win for South. A big win. So that was great. That's going to help spirits a little bit on that one. So notice on Juliana's, she has hit points of 225. She's a support role, so their energy is just a little bit higher. They also have the better ability to heal themselves, which the other players don't necessarily do. Some players have a very small amount to ability to heal themselves. So since your support job is to run around and support people and throw health at them, it's important that you can make sure that you don't die yourself. Red Robinson's going to play as Genji. Okay, let's sit with Pumpernickel as we all fly through. So now again, roles have been reversed. South is now on the defense. Raritan is on the attack. So South now needs to defend the point. So we'll see what Raritan can do. Oh, did he just take out the support? Oh, I think he just took out Juliana. He just grappled her. She got sent right off the cliff. That was a heck of a move. Ham Polo taking a shortcut around the corner there. South was able to take out Raritan. Now it's a matter of just finding a good position to kill. So, let's see how our stats are doing. So we can see Pumpernickel's got 16 kills. Ham Polo's 21. Even Juliana's got 5 in there. Nice movement. Oh, he tried to do it with him. Did he just set himself over the side? He did. He just set himself over the side. Oh. That was unfortunate. I thought he had him. Oh. Ian was ready for it. He got grappled right off the side, but that character has a teleportation feature. He teleported himself right back on there, and they flip positions, and they grappled himself right off the side of the cliff. Oh, that was... Wow, that was unfortunate. See what Pumpernickel's got for us. Little Doomfist action. Oh. 2 big attacks. Wow. Transported back. Doing great. MiddSouth racking up the kills. Lots of damage being done. Racking up 24. Wow. Only 1 death. Not bad. Wow. Pumpernickel taking on like their whole team, trying to hold it down. Stunned. Juliana trying to get in there, get some attacks in, throw some support at them. South has taken back the objective. So, again, you don't have to die in order to lose the point. You could very easily just get pushed out. And if you're the last player standing for your team and the rest of the team is being respawned and you get pushed out of the point, the other team is going to start capturing points. So you can see Raritan doing better this round. South up to 93%. They only have to hold the point. Oh, excellent kills from Juliana. See what Genji has to do. Red Robinson's going in with his main player. He's great with Genji. But Genji is so popular. So many people know how to counter him. Excellent job. Overtime's almost done. And that's it. That's a round 1 win for South. Let's see who's our player of the game. I have a feeling it's going to be either Ham Polo or Pumpernickel. That's what it is. Pumpernickel with the play of the game. Just all by himself in here. I just had to stop for a second and marvel at that one. So that was a great first round, boosting spirits. So winning team now gets to pick the board, and then away team gets to choose. And away team chooses sides. So we'll see what happens moving forward. Let's see. Teams are going to get everything lined up, figured out. Couldn't believe that. There was some that was an interesting match right there. I'm going to give a shout out to those checking us out online as we sit here and wait for the next round to start. No, they're asking us to play our worst characters. So we're trying to figure everything out. Obviously, like I said, we knew Raritan going in was going to be one of our easier weeks. They're a new team. This is not uncommon for new teams into the esports region. When you're first coming in, you're playing against teams that are really good or have experience, plus the fact that we have a relatively strong division. Barnegat, always competitive. They won 2 state championships in the fall, which is just super impressive. 2 different games they took first place in. They have won several state championships. In fact, they have a whole display case in their high school just dedicated to esports belts. So, that's kind of the way it goes. We discovered, did not know that they were going to be so good, but Manchester ended up with a fantastic team. They have a Mercy that's a top 300 in North America. We played them. We barely lost to them. But my God, without that Mercy, that team, that Mercy was destroying us. So, all right, time to sip. So Long Branch always puts up a strong team. We're always, right in the mix with everything. So Ocean Township ended up being really strong. So we'll see how things go. It's going to be tough for Raritan. We're doing the best we can. We're trying to be, we're trying to go easy on them, but at the same time, we have to get our wins here. So let's start off with Pumpernickel's going to run out in front. Oh, let's see MHSS Superfan picking up a new character. So again, we're playing characters that we're not as familiar with so that we have more experience. Except there's Red Robinson out with his Genji again. Man, him and his love of Genji. So Raritan come out strong, throwing in their tank, throwing up the wall. But that's going to leave them open on the other side. So you can see MHS as Superfan jumping in from up above, getting some hit points in real quick. Racking up damage. Ham Polo putting it in there. Nice teleport from MHS Superfan. So attacking from the backside. Nice. Set up that little laser defense. Pushing them out of the point. We're trying to establish that objective. So South is on the attack. We still have 3 minutes in order to attack. We are already there. We've taken them all out. So once it gets to 100%, there up at the top, you can see the little ticker coming down. Once that gets to 100%, we're going to start moving things forward. So now it's a matter of moving them forward. So Pumpernickel we have to escort the payload now. So now the payload's going to start moving forward. And now it's just a matter of keeping someone on the payload. Keep that payload moving. So we're already at 52 meters, which is fantastic. You can see the ticker along the top of the screen tells you how far we need to go. Nice 5-player kill streak for Pumpernickel. Do not usually find Juliana on top of the payload like this. That is a dangerous position because you are really exposed. There is nothing to protect you when you're up there like that. So she's jumping in. Rest of the team moving forward, pushing Raritan back so that she can provide support from the payload and make sure that that payload continues to move forward. As long as she stays on it or with it, that payload continues to move. So payload moving smoothly so far. We are nearly at... Oh, we have hit the halfway point. So it's now going to rotate. It's shifting to another spot. Is that club synesthesia? Interesting. Okay. Not often that we're playing this board. So South taking out Raritan. Okay, so part 2 of this move. Let's see what we got going on. Let's go over to Red Robinson. Oh, just as I get there, he dies. That's so unfortunate. Okay, let's check out some ham polo action. So, taking the high ground. Raritan coming in strong with their tank. Hamster gets pushed back quickly. So again, notice the constant movement by Ham Polo. I mean, there's nothing. Oh, they're trying to target him. They're trying to shoot him, but he's constantly moving around. You can see those golden health fires. I don't know what you would call them. Waves coming out of Juliana as she's providing support from the backside. Excellent job taking out 2-3 players from Ham Polo. Lots of damage coming out of him. So, almost made it. Payload has been stopped. There it goes. Raritan had paused us. We didn't have enough time. We didn't spend enough time on that payload. But we are there. We escorted the payload. That was a real quick 3 points for South. I have to tell you, I mean, and 4 minutes remaining. That is a ton of time. Wow. That was a real fast round. Now, I got to tell you, we are way better on the payload than we are on the escort the payload maps than we are on the attack, like hold the point attack maps. There is something about the hybrid maps that we do better on. We always play better round 2. We do round 1. This year, I thought we could solve that problem by getting good practice time in. We practiced for almost an hour, and still... you know, we are playing way stronger on this than we were on round 1. So now it's a matter of doing things the other way around. So now we've got to hold the point. So Raritan's going to come in and they're going to try and take this point. They're going to try and they're going to be attacking us. So we have to hold this point. If they can take us out, they will capture the payload. You can see the bus down there. If they can capture the payload, then they will start escorting it forward. If they have about 5 minutes to do so. If we can hold them off for 5 minutes, then that's it. We win round 2 and win the match. So we'll see how it goes. South has taken on some fairly aggressive defensive positions. You can see down below, it looks like MHSS Superfan is down there, taking around the building. Pumpernickel, Pap, and Ham Polo up top here, taking the high ground. Oh, Ham Polo eliminated. That is a rare death today. MHSS Superfan eliminated. Pumpernickel trying to hold things down on his own, but he is not doing well. He's been eliminated. Oh my gosh. Red Robinson's the only one, but unfortunately, Raritan has taken control. Oh, blasted. Nothing. He just stood there and took one. Okay. So, Ham Polo has jumped in. Ham Polo is taking them out, has held their percentage. They only got to 80%. He pushed them off the mark. Ham Polo getting aggressive, pushing them back again. So Raritan was not able to hold the mark for a full 100%, and so therefore their ticker has stopped. They backed off too easily. Ham Polo by himself. I wish we had a sight on that. Unfortunately, we were watching Phoenix. Oh, Ham Polo's eliminated. Let's see what MHSS Superfan can do. Need some health. I think the problem is they took out Juliana, and she was not able to heal them. Oh, Superfan down to 3. Oh, sorry, Superfan. You were taken out. Pumpernickel. So, Raritan down to 2 minutes. Okay, so South able to push Raritan back. Now we're going to get aggressive. Taking on attack/defensive positions. Raritan all coming in from one side, though. Not helping them. Major hit points taken off of Pumpernickel. But he is not backing off. Notice he is getting aggressive with this. Oh, took out Super Ninja. Took out Springer. MHSS Superfan took out Genju. That is a fun play on a name. I think that's supposed to be like Gen G, but he's probably the kid's Jewish. I don't know. That's a hilarious name. Let's see what Pap is doing. How are we doing on our hit points? Oh, look at those points racking up. Major damage being done. MHSS Superfan with 20 eliminations. Oh, Super Ninja's coming in. Took out Pap. Took out MHSS Superfan. Okay, Raritan was able to take back the point. Phoenix heading back up. Okay, so they are now escorting the payload. So now South needs to stop them. So they have, you can see how far they're about a quarter of the way moving forward with a ton of space. So when you have able to push the payload all the way across, there we go. Attack them from behind, flank them. Oh. Phoenix too quick to run away on that one. Could have taken someone out from behind. Good assist from Pap. They've stopped the payload. 2.5 minutes left that they have to get there. Now remember, our time, we had 4 minutes, 9 seconds remaining. So even if Raritan is able to push it the full distance, like we did, because we did get it all the way to the end, they have to do it faster. If they don't do it faster, then we will get the win. Now, it may go to overtime, but that's okay. We still have the first round 1 win. We don't want to lose a second round, but we'll see what happens. We've got some cushion to work with. Under 2 minutes now. Nice assist. So, weeks like this give us an opportunity to see other things that Juliana is able to do. So she's getting much more on the attack. You can see she's racked up. She hasn't racked up a ton of eliminations, but she does have 5 eliminations. She has 29 assists. Holy moly. She is the Steve Kerr of this team right now. That is a ton of assists. That's the way you do it. That's what a support role is supposed to do. They're not supposed to have the most damage. They're supposed to have lots of assists and lots of heals. And try to eliminate your attacks. Raritan coming in strong. Holy moly. Pumpernickel holding them off. Backing off a little bit. Nope. Finally eliminated by Dimmy Deck. Let's see what MHSS Superfan is coming in with now. Another new character. The Raritan finally moving things forward. Eliminated by Genju. Ren Robinson took out Genju. So you'll notice South is coming in with different characters almost every single time. By changing it up, you eliminate the ability for the other team to set up counters to you. Certain players can counter other players. Certain characters counter other characters. So by constantly changing it up, you eliminate those counters. Because it means they have to then change, and if they're changing, that means they're playing with people that they're not comfortable with. So we're playing a little looser than we normally would, but notice we did stop the payload. And that's a victory for South. Oh, I wasn't even watching the time. I didn't even see the ticker come off. So that's it. That's a round 2 victory. And that means that we win. So that's a win for Middletown South. Super Ninja. Oh, that's not one of ours. But nice play for Super Ninja. So going to everyone. Good game to everyone. Outstanding job, Raritan. Bravo. Welcome to welcome to Garden State Esports. We look forward to seeing more from you in the future. Everyone who's out there in the world, thank you very much for tuning in. And then that's it. That's it for us. We will be back on Thursday at 3:30 against probably one of our toughest opponents. Will be Barnegat. We've Ian apparently Hampolo has some beef with them, so we'll see what goes on. We're gonna bring our A game, our double A game, our A+ game that week. So have a great couple of days, everyone. Good luck on your midterms if you've got them this week, and we'll see you on Thursday.